The Platform Sutra of the Sixth Patriarch. Number 5. Seated Meditation. The Master addressed the assembly. In this teaching of seated meditation, one fundamentally does not concentrate on mind, nor does one concentrate on purity, nor is it motionlessness. If one is to concentrate on the mind, then the mind involved is fundamentally false. You should understand that the mind is like a phantasm, so nothing can concentrate on it. If one is to concentrate on purity, then realize that because our natures are fundamentally pure, it is through false thoughts that suchness is covered up. Just be without false thoughts, and the nature is pure of itself. If you activate your mind to become attached to purity, you will only generate the falseness of purity. The false is without location. It is the concentration that is false. Purity is without shape and characteristics. You only create the characteristics of purity and say this is effort in meditation. To have such a view is to obscure one's own fundamental nature, and only to be fettered by purity. Good friends, if you cultivate motionlessness, just see all people. When doing so, do not see the right and wrong, the good and bad, the transgressions and disasters of people. This is the motionlessness of the self-nature. Good friends, the deluded person may be motionless in body, but he opens his mouth and speaks of the right and wrong, the strength and weakness, the good and bad of others. This is to go against the way. If you concentrate on the mind or concentrate on purity, this is to impede the way, i.e., enlightenment. The Master addressed the assembly. Good friends, what is seated meditation? In this teaching there is no impediment and no hindrance. Externally, for the mind to refrain from activating thoughts with regard to all the good and bad realms is called seated. Internally, to see the motionlessness of the self-nature is called meditation or chan. Good friends, what is it that is called meditative concentration? Externally, to transcend characteristics is meditation or chan. Internally, to be undisturbed is concentration. If one concentrates on characteristics externally, internally the mind is disturbed. If one transcends characteristics externally, the mind will not be disturbed. The fundamental nature is naturally pure and naturally concentrated. It is only by seeing the realms and thinking of the realms that one is disturbed. If one can see the various realms without the mind being disturbed, this is true concentration. Good friends, to transcend characteristics externally is meditation. To be undisturbed internally is concentration. Externally, meditation, and internally, concentration is meditative concentration. The Sutra of the Bodhisattva Precepts says, quote, "My fundamental nature is pure." Close quote. Good friends, within every moment of thought, you should see yourself that your fundamental nature is pure. You should cultivate for yourself, practice for yourself, and accomplish for yourself the enlightenment of Buddhahood.